We all know Manchester City's dominance, winning 4 Premier League titles in a row, and within that winning multiple other trophies like the Champions League, FA Cup and Carabao Cup. But I thought it was time to decide to shake it up and put them into the Liga to see if they can dethrone Real Madrid and Barcelona for the Liga title. Before we jump into this, let me know in the comments how well you think Manchester City are going to do Liga. How many trophies are they going to win? Which trophies are they going to win? As you can see on screen now, I have put Man City into La Liga, and this is the team that they're going to be taking on the league with. Now, I thought it'd be a bit unfair if I could make signings, so we're going to keep the team as it is. So we've got Edison in goal, Walker, Diaz, Akanji, Guardiola, Rodri, De Bruyne, Silva, Foden, Haaland, and Grealish is the starting 11. And on the bench, obviously, we've got a very solid bench. We've got Alvarez, Doku, Kovacic, Stones, Ortega, Rico Lewis, Ake. We've got a plethora of talent, and definitely enough to win the Liga the first time of asking. So we're going to sim to January now and to see how we're going to get on in this first season. So we are now in January, and as you can see, we are absolutely dominating the Liga. 13 points clear of Real Madrid and Barcelona in second and third place respectively, and we have played 19 games at 1 draw and 1 loss. We have played one more game than Real Madrid, but still, even if they did win that game, we'd still be 10 points clear of them. That is a very, 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 very impressive on Manchester City. 48 goals scored, 18 goals conceded. That is very, very impressive. That. Have a look at the top goal scorers then. We have got Erling Haaland on 17 goals in 19 matches. Also, Phil Foden's got 10 goals in 19. We've got De Bruyne 7 in 19. Top assisters is De Bruyne with 10 in 19 games. Grealish is up there with 5 as well. And Edison only keeping 5 clean sheets in 17 games as well. Not even the Golden Glove for him. So look at the players' stats for this season so far. Erling Haaland is our top goal scorer with 17 goals and 2 assists. You've got Foden 10 goals, 1 assist. De Bruyne 7 goals, 10 assists. That is great stats for him. Guardiola from left back, 4 goals, 1 assist. Ronaldo Silva 4 goals, 3 assists. Grealish 5 goals, 5 assists. Grealish 19 games, 3 goals, 5 assists. Alvarez 2 goals. Not too much is happening with the rest of the team, to be fair. Don't know how many other players are getting games. Quite a few of them are not, to be fair. Doku only getting 2 games. Stones getting 19. Rodri only 9 games, which is very odd. But as you can see, we're dominating the league right now. So we're going to sim to the end of the season. Hopefully we can get the first of many. We're going to go for as many as we can in a row, if possible. So we're going to, without making any signs to the team whatsoever. So we're going to try and hopefully clinch our first La Liga title this season. And the season is now all over. And as you can see, we just about won the title by the skin in our teeth on goal difference. Now, we had a very, very stinky second half of the season, as you can see. Ended on 26 wins, 6 draws and 6 losses. We only had 1 draw and 1 loss going into January. So we have really, really dropped the ball this season. Barcelona also only finished on 2 points behind. Them two teams clawed it back massively. If we didn't win the title in this season, it would have been an absolute travesty. So we're going to move on to the second season in a minute to see if we can go back-to-back La Liga winners. But first, as you can see, the top goal scorer in La Liga was Erling Haaland with 30 goals in 37 matches. Grealish was 17 goals in 38 matches as well. De Bruyne 14 goals. Jesus, that is very impressive. Foden on 13 as well. He did score 92 in the league, so we got a fair few goals, didn't we? De Bruyne with 15 assists as well. Grealish with 9 assists. Edison only getting 6 clean sheets. So Erling Haaland finished on 36 goals and 4 assists in all comps. Grealish with 20 and 10. De Bruyne 16 goals, 15 assists. Foden 14 and 4. Guardiola 6 goals, 2 assists, same as Alvarez. 4 goals, 6 assists for Bernardo Silva. If you have a look at any of the stats, I'm just going to scroll through them all right now. I'm very impressed with this first season. Now, we did have a great start, but we obviously did drop off towards the end, so hopefully that doesn't happen again next season. That's if I don't get sacked, obviously. We're going to jump into the second season now, and I'll see you when we're there. So we're now into season 2, and in this window we have made some signs. We spent 299 million, and we still got 382 million left in the budget, which is mental. And we have only signed 2 players as well. Now, I didn't want to go too crazy with transfers, bringing in loads of players in and out of the club. So we've made 2 signs, starting off with Matthias de Ligt from Bayern Munich for £83 million. Bought de Ligt for 86 rated, 25 years of age still. Now, I'll be honest, Man City don't have any players really to upgrade, and centre-back was a bit of an aging position. A couple of players are getting a bit on now, so hopefully if we're going to do this for multiple seasons, De Ligt is going to be a big player in that. And our next sign is Pedri from Barcelona. 21 years of age, 88 overall, 154 million we paid for Pedri. Oh my god. Taking a player like this off our rivals in the division is going to be massive, I think, for this season. De Bruyne is getting on in age now, so hopefully he's going to slot into that role for this season. We only sold one massive player in this window, and that was Julian Alvarez for 95 million to Inter Milan. Now, I didn't want to sell Alvarez, but his release clause was met under my nose, and I didn't have time to stop it. So unfortunately, he has left, and he would have been a wonderful player to keep around, but it's unfortunate. Into the season, it's pretty much the same back line. We've got Cancelo coming back in off loan from Barcelona, back in at right back for Kyle Walker. De Ligt starting to centre back. Pedri's going to start on the bench for now, but maybe he will jump into the starting 11 at some point. We've got the famous front three of Foden, Haaland and Grealish staying together once again. So we're going to sim to January now, and hopefully we are still in contention for the title. Once again, that's all the aim is, to win the Liga once again. Right, we are in January in Season 2, and as you can see, we are on 42 points in first position. 4 points ahead of Barcelona. Real Madrid have dropped off. They're 6 points behind. They're our closer competitors last season. Valencia are on 36 points as well, but I can see them dropping away along with Athletic Bilbao. We are once again in a very good position in January to go on to win the title. We're going to look at other competitions as well. It's not really about the other competitions because we're not really too fussed, but it'd be nice to win maybe a Champions League or something like that. Now, we have not even advanced out of the group stage. Oh, we have. Where are we then? Oh, there we are, facing Arsenal. Oh my God, I'm blind. Facing Arsenal in the round of 16 in the first round. And then also in the Copa España. Are we still into this competition? We are. That has not been played yet. So we'll get into that later into the season. Super Copa, what was that? Oh, we're in the semi-finals of the Super Copa, so we've got another trophy to win as well. Obviously, the main focus in this series is the La Liga title, which we're in a good position to win. Now, we're going to have a look at player stats as well. Top goal scorers in the league, Erling Haaland on 19 goals in 18 matches. More goals than games at the moment. 9 goals and 18 games for Foden. Top assist is currently Bellingham with 7 in 18 games. Foden on 6. Cancelo on 4 as well, so very strong from right back this season for us. Ederson, top clean sheets, 6 this season. That's probably nearly as many as he got last season. I swear he might have got 6 to 8, and he's already on that in January, so which is very impressive. So overall, in all comps, Haaland's our top goal scorer with 20 goals, 24 matches. We've got Foden 11 and 8, De Bruyne 7 and 2. Bit of a slow season for De Bruyne, 5 and 2 for Bernardo Silva. 4 and 2 for Grealish. Very slow season for him, especially after last season. That is not a good sign, is it? Rodri, 1 goal, 5 assists, and he is injured at the moment, so that is not great. I'm not sure when he's going to be back. Can we check that on here? 8 weeks. Oh my God, we're going to be 8 weeks without Rodri. That's going to be a tough loss. That might cost us in the running. We're not going to make any signs in January anyway. I feel like because we spent so much money in the summer, I want to keep this somewhat realistic. Now, Rodri is a very important player for us, so hopefully we're not going to miss him too much. So it's time to sim to the end of the season, and hopefully you can secure this back-to-back La Liga title. But that is the end of Season 2, and as you can see, once again, we have won the La Liga title, and it is very close once again. 1 point in it between us and Barcelona. Real Madrid were not even a competition, really, this season. 12 draws definitely cost them a chance to push for the title. So that is back-to-back La Liga titles for us, and that is very impressive. So this is what we're going for. We're going to go for 3 in a row next season, and I've got an idea of players that I want to bring in, and I'm very excited. Now, the Super Copa, we won that trophy. We beat Barcelona 3-1 in the final, and then we beat Atletico Madrid 2-1 in the semis. Copa España, we won that as well, beating Bilbao 3-1 in the final. So we're currently 3 trophies for free, eh? What did we do in the Champions League? Oh my God, we beat PSG 6-1 in the final of the Champions League. So that means we won 4 trophies. Quadruple has happened for Man City in the season. That is very, very impressive. We're not going to get better than that next season, are we? So that is mental that we've done that. The video's literally over here. You know what I mean? We've won 4 trophies in one season. We've won back-to-back La Liga titles. We're going to try and go for the record. So before we sim to Season 3, we're going to look at the player stats for this team. Haaland, 31 goals in 38 matches. 21 goals in 38 matches for Phil Foden. What a season he has had. Top assisters, Guzetti. 14 assists for Bilbao. It's very impressive. I don't think I even recognised him in the first part of the season, but we got 3 players inside the top 10 for assists: Grealish, Foden and De Bruyne. Oblak getting the most clean sheets. Ederson only getting 1 more clean sheet from January, finishing on 7. And then in all competitions, Haaland getting 43 goals and 4 assists in 58 games. But one of the most important players in this team, Foden nearly getting 30 goals, 29 goals and 12 assists in 58 games. 18 and 12 for De Bruyne, 12 and 10, 11 for Grealish. That is a lot better for this season, for the second half of the season for Grealish. 11 and 5 for Bernardo Silva. Didn't seem to cost us too much for that Rodri injury for 8 weeks. Only playing 37 games for us this season. Fairs, that was actually I was quite worried when that happened. I thought we were going to drop off massively, but we didn't. We stayed strong with the team. I'm just going to scroll through all these players now. If you want to have a look at the player stats, be my guest. Now, Pedri didn't get many games. Ake is injured. Sim to season 3. Now, potentially going to be the final season for this career mode. We're going to try and finish on 3 La Liga title wins in a row. That quadruple is actually crazy. So for the third and final season of this Manchester City career mode, we have signed one player. And that player is Kylian Mbappe. We signed Mbappe for £250 million, and to ensure that we can go back to back 3 times La Liga winners in 3 seasons, I had to sign the best player in the world to ensure that happens. So for this season, the lineup is going to be as follows. So we've got pretty much the same back 4 as previous seasons. We've got Ederson, Cancelo, Diaz, De Ligt and Guardiola. Then Rodri. Pedri's going to take De Bruyne's position in midfield, and then Bernardo Silva just in front. And then Foden, Haaland and Grealish is going to drop to the bench, and Mbappe is going to take his position on the left wing. Haaland and Mbappe together. If we don't win the league this season with this front 2, I have no idea how we can go back to back. Fair play to any team that beats this. So we're going to sim to January now, and hopefully we are top of the league. Right, we are in January in Season 2, and as you can see, we are on 42 points in first position. 4 points ahead of Barcelona. Real Madrid have dropped off. They're 6 points behind. They're our closer competitors last season. Valencia are on 36 points as well, but I can see them dropping away along with Athletic Bilbao. We are once again in a very good position in January to go on to win the title. We're going to look at other competitions as well. It's not really about the other competitions because we're not really too fussed. But it'd be nice to win maybe a Champions League or something like that. Now, we have not even advanced out of the group stage. Oh, we have. Where are we then? Oh, there we are. Facing Arsenal. Oh my god, I'm blind. Facing Arsenal in the round of 16 in the first round. And then also in the Copa España. Are we still into this competition? We are. That has not been played yet. So we'll get into that later into the season. Super Copa, what was that? Oh, we're in the semi-finals of the Super Copa, so we've got another trophy to win as well. Obviously, the main focus in this series is the La Liga title, which we're in a good position to win. Now, we're going to have a look at player stats as well. Top goal scorers in the league, Erling Haaland on 19 goals in 18 matches. More goals than games at the moment. 9 goals and 18 games for Foden. Top assist is currently Bellingham, 7 in 18 games. Foden on 6. Cancelo on 4 as well, so very strong from left back. Right back this season for us. Ederson, top clean sheets, 6 this season. That's probably nearly as many as he got last season. I swear he might have got 6 to 8, and he's already on that in January, so which was very impressive. So overall, in all comps, Haaland's our top goal scorer with 20 goals in 24 matches. We got Foden 11 and 8. We got De Bruyne 7 and 2. Bit of a slow season for De Bruyne. 5 and 2 for Bernardo Silva. 4 and 2 for Grealish. Very slow season for him, especially after last season. That is not a good sign, is it? Rodri 1 goal, 5 assists, and he is injured at the moment, so that is not great. I'm not sure when he's going to be back. Can we check that on here? 8 weeks. Oh my god, we're going to be 8 weeks without Rodri. That's going to be a tough loss. That might cost us in the running. We're not going to make any signs in January anyway. I feel like because we spent so much money in the summer, I want to keep this somewhat realistic. Now, Rodri is a very important player for us, so hopefully we're not going to miss him too much. So it's time to sim to the end of the season, and hopefully we can secure this back-to-back La Liga title. And in our last season, we have failed to win the La Liga by 1 point. Real Madrid beating us out this season. I think they were 6 points behind in January, and we've managed to let that slip somehow with one of the best teams ever assembled, and we've still managed to fuck it up. Bad way to go out. Let's go and check the other trophies to see if we've claimed any of them. So the Super Copa, we beat Barcelona in the final 2-1. Copa de España, we beat Mallorca 2-1. So that's another trophy. So we've got 3 trophies. We've got the Super Cup as well. Under our belt, Champions League. How did we do in that? 4-2 against Atletico Madrid. So we beat them in the Super Cup in the first game of the season. And in the last game of the season, we play them again in the Champions League final and beat them 4-2. We obviously played Bayern Munich in the first round, 4-2 into the quarterfinals against Juventus, who we beat 5-1. Then we beat Liverpool 5-4 on penalties after being 4-4 on aggregate across 2 games, and then 4-2 in the final. So we've won another quadruple, so to speak, but we're just missing out that 3rd La Liga title, which is absolutely upsetting. Overall, top goal scorers in La Liga this season joint. We've got 2. We've got Ferran Torres and Rodrigo on 24 goals. Haaland clawed it back in the second half of the season with 18 goals. Grealish on 14. Mbappe's fell off a cliff this season, hasn't he? 10 assists for Foden as well. And Edison getting 12 clean sheets. Very impressive. His best season for us. So overall this season, our top goal scorer was Erling Haaland with 35 goals and 6 assists. Very, very impressive second half of the season for him. That up to 95 rated as well now. Grealish with 20 goals and 8 assists. Foden 14 goals and 19 assists. Considering this man was injured for most of the first half of the season, yeah, some incredible stats. God knows what he would have been like if he was fully fit all season. Mbappe 40 games, 11 goals, 2 assists. That is absolutely abysmal. 250 million we paid for this man, and he has not delivered. He's been outshone by our right back João Cancelo with 9 goals, 6 assists, 8 and 7 for Bernardo, 7 and 3 for De Bruyne, 6 and 7 for Rodri, 5 and 10 for Pedri. 4 goals for De Ligt as well. He's been a monster off corners, clearly. That is very, very nice to see. Now, Mbappe definitely the worst signing we've made on this career mode. So after spending 3 seasons with Manchester City in La Liga, we have played 172 matches, 128 wins, 25 draws, 19 losses, 382 goals scored, 190 goals conceded. We have won 2 titles, 2 league titles, 3 domestic cups, and 2 continental cups. So we've managed to claim ourselves 7 trophies in 3 seasons, which I think is incredible. So if you have enjoyed the video, please drop a like. Let me know what team I should do next and put them into a different league. So I could put Real Madrid into the Premier League, Barca into the Premier League, or like Manchester United into the Bundesliga, or Bayern Munich into La Liga, stuff like that, examples. So if you have enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.